Hello, welcome back to a very special episode of the Force Commander's Guide to Purging Nurgle. I'm Jade Starr, joined as always by my favorite friend Alish, the Detroit Deep Dish Defender.
That's true, it is the best kind of pizza.
This is why I said you were appointed to the Pizza Inquisition last episode.
I mean, other types of pizza are good. It's just there can only be one best.
You know, I have feelings about pizzas, and I couldn't really name a best, but I could absolutely name a worst.
Is it Chicago style?
It's absolutely Chicago style. Fucking soup with crust.
I've had good Chicago style pizza, but in general, it's my least favorite.
Yeah, absolutely. So this promises to be a challenging mission. So we've done one of these before, and this time I'm going with the plan that we went with the boarding actions and splitting up.
Warning. Over 80% of potable water located
I
at processing
got distracted. Did you actually select the Glorious Deed?
I did not.
Okay. I was like, well, why would you bring an apothecary if you took the Glorious Deed?
Because we're going to suffer constant artillery barrages.
Commander. Cleanse the facility of
Well,
this
right. The
corrupt-
Glorious Deed was don't heal.
Right.
So you wouldn't want the apothecary in that case.
Yeah. But no, didn't take the apothecary.
So this is a different layout.
It is. It's a completely different map. It's a water treatment plant or something. So I've done a couple of things beforehand in preparation for this. Boars and the Purgator are both immune to plague. So my option, or my thought, is I'm going to move them together, tightly packed, draw the artillery every turn with them. So Thule and Boars. I may have made a small mistake, or not realized it, or probably didn't have the yellow seed to spend, but Thule doesn't have armor value. So that artillery is going to wear at him during the course of the map.
I believe it's probably that you didn't have any yellow seeds to spend because you only had the one from the mission that you were spending on the research.
And there was a choice. I could have gotten a different armor that had 1 point of armor and had some resistance. I'm like, do I want the armor? Do I want the resistance? It's not plague immunity, you know. It was awesome.
Victory with blood.
Also, this was a bad reveal. I hadn't expected that to activate off of the first move from spawn. The only good thing about this is that most of that pack is melee.
The bad thing about it is that you just revealed a pod with all of your AP are stuck standing out in the middle of the open.
Yep, sure am.
Unleash the flames upon their flesh.
What do we have here?
The only good news is that the apothecary is terminated with 4 armor, so that's gonna blunt the worst of it.
Again!
So yeah, first turn,
Pathetic.
bad reveal. Apothecary's already wounded.
On the other hand, that plan is coming along very well.
Yeah. If I remember right, it actually works much better than I anticipated. The Interceptor and the Apothecary aren't so spread out that the artillery strike couldn't hit both of them at the same time. And yet, the artillery does tend to aim at boars, or at least boars and Thule. And I'm not sure exactly how the logic on that works. Were they closer together so it seems like an easier target, even though that's largely irrelevant when you have such a large spread?
I have claimed this wretched blue
I don't know how the artillery picks its targets, because it could have hit both of them right here. They're not that spread.
I wonder if it was attempting to avoid friendly fire. I don't even know if that can be friendly fire.
Well, it does 1 point of direct damage to my people, yeah, so maybe it does? I hadn't considered that. It's been so long. I don't think I've ever seen it be used on a target where it would hit Nurgle forces.
in an instant.
That might be good.
Standing ready.
Wasn't entirely sure if you would get your support fire on this.
Me either, but I absolutely wasn't from behind the cover the Interceptor was previously.
Yeah.
No, because you could move and melee on the same AP, I probably could have picked a slightly more conservative landing spot, like down left a tile or two, just to make absolutely sure support fire had line of sight to that target, but it worked.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was envisioning. Oh, he has the pin sword. Sure, that's never actually going to be relevant.
No, I don't think it is. I think I was really trying to see if force striking would actually make a difference in attacks to kill. I don't think it would have. Hey, look, we pinned him. Oh, and then... No, I was wrong, because 4 health after he survives this hit. That would have been the damage of 2 force strikes. So maybe if I'd force strike both times, would have been dead in 2 swings instead of 3.
Well, that would have required you to have critted both times.
True.
Which was not
You have been
horrendously unlikely.
I think it was about a 30% chance because it was a pair of 55s. So slightly more than a quarter. But banking 2 willpower on a 1 and 4 was not the kind of odds I liked.
No.
And I'm kind of at a loss of where to position. I haven't done anything to stop the big bloat fiend. But the good news on that one is that he only hits for 4. Apothecary has 4 armor. We can just soak that.
Nothing else hits the apothecary, like the
like a plague sprayer. Yeah, yeah. And way back over here, you might remember that we revealed a plague surgeon and a demon. Very different patrol groups on either side of the map here. Like just 2 things here, and then was like 5 or 6 on the other side of the map. Although 2 of them were kind of those weak zombies. Really struggling to find a place where I got a line of fire.
Seems like the line of fire should be more open than it is, but I guess that spindly terrain piece.
Oh hey. I picked these up the other time, and Thule has, was it, strong arm for 5 more throwing range, so I thought he would be a good target for grenades and armor and the fun grenades.
Yeah, but that 0.5 area on the brain mine feels
It's
really,
rough.
really rough.
Yeah. You can get 2 if they stand adjacent to each other, otherwise, yeah, it's single target. But you can get area skills, and you can find area on armor. So if you ever do get a chance to land like a tier 2 or 3 brain mine on multiple targets, it actually is really good. And they can set up execute, so they can be pretty worth it just on their own.
Well, I mean, this was part of the first major patch where they nerfed brain mines, they nerfed everything in terms of fishing for executes by increasing stun across the board.
Right.
And it's very common to say, oh, players are using something that is very powerful. Let us nerf the thing that everybody is using because it's very powerful. And you can do that in the long run. If you continue doing that, eventually you will have something called like balanced power parity. In the short run, though, it's very short-sighted. You should be looking at everything else. Why are they not using this?
Right.
And make it stronger.
I'm gonna thank myself for post-editing the World War II bomber strike chart for, you know, the places that needed reinforcing, because that's where they came back.
The survival chart, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not actually editing that in. I'm not doing that. But people should know that one.
Oh, it's right there on the middle of your screen.
Oh, yeah, the hive. No idea what's going on with that. So Plague Sphere didn't push us, which was great. It probably could have, but I guess it didn't like position. It's effectively a flamer unit, so it probably wants to be in cover, but it really doesn't need to be, and oftentimes can't work efficiently from behind cover. It probably should have just pressed me and then plague spread.
Well, the flamer ignores partial cover.
So does the skewer,
yeah. But he still benefits from being in cover, and the probably prefers to be in cover, so...
Right. Yeah, I mean, exactly, but I think just if he wanted to be more effective with his attacks, he's just got to realize, like, he outnumbers me, like, 3-1 over there. Just be out of cover, get the attack in.
I think it is generally good. Yeah.
True.
We are the hammer!
Oh, nice crit.
Yeah. That's what the Greaves are for. Really boost the crit rate. And Purgators gain a lot of damage output from landing extra crits like that.
I wonder, can that purge prevent the, like, coming back to life resurrection thing that they all have?
They don't all have that. That is just one of their mutations. And yes, so I'd have to pull up the screen or point it out in a moment, but... Oh! I misclicked. I forgot about that.
Yes.
That should have been a melee
the
strike.
LP has appeared.
Special guest Angry Cursor is here. Yeah, so that should have been a melee. I moved adjacent to him to melee him, and then misclicked and just moved without the attack. But yeah, Purge will remove everything. That auto-resurrect is a mutation on them, and if you hit them with Purge, that goes away.
See, I'm wondering if you could have just crushing charged and yeeted him over the edge here.
Yeah, I probably could have, but I wanted seeds.
Oh.
Also, well, I mean, I did take willpower, so he actually has 8, which is a lot more willpower than I'm used to my Justicars having.
My hand.
And since they're separated 2 and 2, and this is kind of a low-threat enemy,
The seed from this rot.
I really didn't feel the need to crushing charge him. Also, Ruthless Precision, real good.
Yeah, it's always real good.
Now, I'm not going to kill this this Plague Surgeon this turn. So I think I'm trying to figure out what I do with the rest of my turn. And I hold on to his last AP because maybe I need it to wave the flag over here, because this is going less well.
Mercy in death.
I feel like Intercept probably has enough armor. Yeah, I saw the
icon
pop up.
Yeah. That's usually how I check, just to make sure I remember.
Blessed ammunition depleted. What is your will?
Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to say here.
Yeah. So I was looking for that that blip. Like, if
Yeah.
I teleport towards this plague spewer, am I going to find another blip in the darkness, like, 10, 15 spaces in? And it didn't look like it. I'm just going to teleport right next to him. I'm going to win this fight, but it's going to either be messy or someone's going to take a little bit more damage. Especially with Bloat Boy right in front of the Apothecary. If I kill him, he just plagues the Apothecary. But the Apothecary's already down like 6 HP or so. So I need to heal him anyway, so I might as well take the Plague, and just next turn I'm going to use the Servo Skull on him. It's not great, but I don't know, there's no sense in just leaving the Bloat Boy around to punch me without fear of getting plagued. That pinned really coming in handy. It's not. It's really not.
No match for the
Crit's coming in
Emperor's
handy, right?
chosen.
Oh yeah.
This position. I'm surprised that they didn't nerf.
Nerf what? Ruthless Precision?
Yeah. Because it's the other thing that gives you a lot of HP.
Right.
Executes was first.
Okay, pinned may be doing a thing over there, although I don't really care about a pile of Nurglings that much.
I don't think a pile of Nurglings is actually going to be affected. It's going to do the one melee swipe and move away.
Possibly, but the crit was weakness.
We
It does
bring
2,
down-
weakness costs it 2, so now its melee swipe does nothing.
Right.
So I held on to that 1 point here to wave the flag at Thule, who has a chance of killing the Surgeon. Gets the crit, gets the kill.
Gets the reload.
Foe
Yeah.
destroyed, Commander.
Alright, we're coming on you, not on the other pair who are closer together. And I assume that's just because the Nurgling is protecting them.
Maybe, yeah. We did see that it didn't do any damage to the hive germ, so maybe it can't friendly fire. But that's also a unique structure to this map and not just a regular unit, so I don't know. It's a little disappointing how unthoroughly documented this game is.
What is your will?
This game did well enough, but tactical games are still sort of a niche.
Yeah.
And without access to the inner way that, you would like to do, or to, say, make mods game, a lot of specifics would just, take Total Warhammer,
Yeah.
for example.
Alright.
Yes, you could look up the unit stats in-game, or you could use the mod tools and just pull out all the unit stats from the database, including the stuff that isn't displayed in-game.
Like unit weight.
Right. Actually, mass is displayed in-game now.
Oh, isn't it?
It's in a dumb spot, though. Right next to the thing that tells you whether it's considered infantry or light.
That's useful information.
I am here to serve.
So there's the Servo Skull that I planned on from last turn.
Armed and ready.
Trying to decide if you're... Yeah, feeding willpower.
Well, not only is it getting fed to, meleeing with the Apothecary means he has to move, an AP's worth of distance away from the next place I want him to go, which is that germ up over there.
Yeah, it's all covered in plague.
That plague should be gone by the start of my next turn.
I am
If you
with
really
you.
planned ahead, you could have moved the Apothecary, then Surface Skull.
Yeah, that is true.
I really don't remember this map layout.
You don't see it very often. I think guest star Angry Cursor is reminding me that I have not spaced these two out, and they're likely to get artilleried. And, I mean, they still are.
But these two are much closer together.
Yeah. Is it really just the distance between the two of them that keeps them targeted?
You know, at this point, I think it's a good enough guess.
Yeah.
If it were just a coin flip, I mean, there's only 1 in 8 chance that you would have lost that coin flip so many times in the same field.
Right.
So in the absence of anything to contradict it, sure. The
Yeah.
fact that,
Tightest bunch wins.
yeah. Absolutely right about the plague, John.
Yeah.
Strive. The Emperor lights our path.
Being a little cautious, because I think there's a blip up there. Yeah, there it is.
I thought you were moving the apothecary up to take a shot. Or, death.
Death. The ultimate critical hit.
I thought that was going to activate the blip.
Yeah, that was a close one. I guess I was really gambling on that one.
The split up seems to be working out pretty well. Although the layout of the map and the way enemy reinforcements are coming in means that the reinforcements are coming in towards the middle.
Yeah.
You're not being forcibly, like, warp rifts being placed on the objective. Although I guess there's that one.
All of the reinforcements come in from the invulnerable hive, and then patrol outward towards one of the germs.
Right, but this map is substantially larger.
Right.
Moving now.
Which I suppose is making it easier than the last one. I don't know if it's that, the fact that, just our units in general are stronger, critical hit death, or I'm a little bit more prepared for the artillery, but this is going a lot better than last one.
If I were to, size this out, the previous map I would say was more or less like a 3x3 grid with the germs corners.
Right.
This feels more like a 5x5.
It does, yeah. It is significantly larger. And it's weird that making it larger is making it easier?
Well, you have the same number of enemies. You have more room to maneuver around them.
Ah, yes. Good point.
They take longer to get in your way.
There is also elevation, and like this. Like, that blip is up and then behind, a raised platform, so I can actually run up close to it and still not have the ability to see it and activate it, even though I'm much closer than I would be normally.
Yeah, the other map had no elevation. I mean, it still had things blocking line of sight. That was essentially a corner.
Yeah, those were just walls and containers, and the entire map was flat. There was no upper level. Happened real quick, but those guys activated on their turn, so not mine.
Oh, yeah. Figured that would happen. As soon as that blip moved, somebody was going to see it.
I was less certain, but it was certainly a possibility I was ready for.
They come to their doom.
That is an interesting direction for that blip controlling.
Yeah. That's a new bloomometer effect.
Yeah. I don't think I remember purple that much.
What is your will?
Yeah, it's hard for me to even begin to claim that I remember a whole lot of the bloomometer effects. But they all tend to kind of follow the same categories as the upgrades. Like red
Why was that not hitting him at all?
Oh, the throw?
Yeah. I suspect there was a little bit of attempted yeeting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Apothecary needed to move up, and he's roughly where I wanted him to. I think he was like 1 tile short of getting there with still having an AP left over. And this guy was 3 tiles away from the edge, so if he had flown perfectly straight away from, or straight towards the edge, I had expected him to go over the edge. So this is sometimes why I wish there was an option to toggle, like, your melee attack. Like how the Purgator or anybody with like a 2-handed gun just has that little shoulder tackle that nudges them for 1.
Right.
Sometimes I would just like that attack. This guy's right on the edge. Let me just shove him.
I'm going to make a prediction.
Okay.
There'll be some flag waving this turn.
Okay. I mean, that's a fairly safe bet any turn. Do you predict the flag waving is going to be over here for, like, the Interceptor or the Apothecary? Is that what you're calling it?
I have a suspicion that you're going to wave the flag on the Apothecary to take 2 shots, kill something.
Okay. Okay.
Because you haven't actually used support fire. The Interceptor is close enough to support fire.
Okay, good call. Good thinking.
And, I mean, Boris is just going to murder the shit out of this. What else is he going to do with his AP?
Damn it. I'd honestly forgot. It's been a little while. But we're gonna...
Oh no, the Interceptor.
Yeah.
My blade is ever ready.
I was absolutely expecting you to take advantage of support fire.
I'm not entirely sure it would have hit. One of them is in full cover from him, that one. And the other one is uphill, like, or up a ledge. And so I don't know if the line of fire would have worked out.
I thought I saw the like, I can see you lines of fire coming from him before.
But, you know what's better than just getting 2 AP from Wave the Flag?
AP from Wave the Flag and Ruthless Precision.
Exactly.
I will defile your corpse.
Well, hey, Pind is going to get a chance to do a thing.
Yeah. Also, we have so much willpower here. I don't want to have to deal with this guy actually, like, doing anything to hurt me too much, so, I was gonna hammer hand his gun off. It actually pinned him.
For my loyal service.
We'll lose an 85% chance.
What was it? What? Oh, it pinned? Yeah. Actually, it's a nice high chance. Like, I don't know if it's the best thing to afflict with, but at least it has a good probability.
It would be better on him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Not entirely sure why. I guess
Swiftly.
wanted to get into
They
cover.
come. Today we shall
It seemed
be
very
tested.
likely that moving forward was going to immediately activate those
Prepare
guys.
to engage.
Right, but I have most of the AP here. Well, I guess I had 4 out of 6. I was okay with activating them. I had guessed this would activate them. I was fairly well prepared for it. I was thinking how I wanted to deal with it. And, you know, I got some stun grenades. They're standing next to a bunch of red barrels. I feel like I have some options here. I was considering Sanctified Kill Zone. But then, I think I come up with a plan here. Boris doesn't have the AP to get anywhere. I kind of want him where Thule is, so we're going to move Thule. And, oh hey, okay, alright. This does knockback. It explodes barrels. Alright, right about there, right?
Looking at that angle, it should launch him into the goo. But, okay, it doesn't.
No.
Did that not even damage him?
That did not even damage him.
The preview lied to you because
The preview, in fact, lied to me, yeah. You can see he still has all of his armor value. Like, what happened to that attack? And now, because he's alive, and the positioning of it, Thule is in trouble. Especially with these guys. These guys I really didn't need, but thankfully they're not shooting me this turn.
Well, they could activate it on their turn.
Yeah.
That one! Kill him!
Yeah, Thul's in real trouble because he's flanked, and now he's vulnerable.
Thankfully, he's playing in.
Yeah.
Strong we shall stand.
Knife.
When
You
he
know, they
doesn't
weren't-
have the 1 armor, so he's also been chipped down.
Yes, indeed. They weren't even stacked that close, and it still aimed at both of them. Yeah, so Thul's, he's in rough shape now. We've got 5 people in his vicinity, and we don't have the apothecary anywhere near him, and he's vulnerable. Like,
Praise the
yeah,
Emperor.
6. He's 1 bolter hit away from dead.
Feel my wrath.
So, what may be the 2000 IQ play
If you still
is
breathe,
take your actions here,
Mm-hmm.
take your shots with the wool,
Yep.
do something with boars,
Uh-huh.
and then Gate of Infinity the fuck out, so that the apothecary can kill him.
Olish, can you stop watching my videos in advance?
I just like you usually use it offensively, but that's the nice thing about using something like Gate of Infinity
Right.
when you've split up is that suddenly, at the click of a button, you're no longer split up. And yeah, these guys will be activated and wander across the map towards you, but it'll take them a few turns.
I am absolutely checking this guy to see that he is in fact not immune to knockback. 24 health,
Yes,
4
Commander.
armor. Oh, it'd be so much easier if we could just punt him into the goo.
here.
This should be simple, right?
Okay, he eventually got there. When I saw him go sideways, I thought that you were about to be scammed.
Yeah, me too.
I am here to serve.
I am here to serve. Unleash me. My blade is yours.
Guy's dead this turn. I figure I might try for an execute on stun. I don't think it's likely. He's got 3. If we get another critical hit. Hey! Hey, we could maybe get some more AP out of this. Especially if he mutates some extra armor. But he still doesn't have enough health to survive like another melee hit. So I need to engineer a way to deal stun.
Your orders?
And it was already evident. I need to not crit this, essentially.
Well, what about boltering?
Yes, precisely.
But wait, if you do that
What?
with the apothecary,
What?
you're just gonna support fire.
No, I wouldn't do that, would I?
I like how I said wait, as if I could
Yeah.
somehow affect.
See? Fine. Totally fine.
Oh, Deforn has no ammo.
Probably. I don't think
You've never reloaded him.
Yeah. I'm not sure I was thinking about that at the time.
I liked how the like stun cutscene
Yeah.
just
Itch.
lingered there.
Yeah.
Give me the full anticipation of
The support fire ruining it.
yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so there's only one more germ. And that one's way back there. I'm going to have to figure out what I do with the last little bit of AP on this side. I can't spend all of it, because I probably want Elgon healing
At your
Thule
command.
at the end of this. But hey, I'm over here. I've got 3 AP on Thule that I don't plan on needing so much. If I plan on teleporting out, why don't I take this AP to shoot these guys and then teleport out? This is also kind of a case where
I
it's
keep
unfortunate
expecting you to
that
chuck a grenade to knock them in, but it's
Right,
the brain mine.
Yeah, I was about to say exactly that. Had a frag grenade right here, would have just dropped them into the goo. Unfortunately, the power cells are taking cover. I can't shoot them. But wait a minute. Why not Psionic Onslaught? He's got 9 willpower.
Jeez, he has 9 willpower.
Yeah, right. But also, the armor break function of his gun works on Psionic Onslaught. And now, if I get a crit, he just
We
dies.
slay the darkness.
Boars is maybe a little too far away to be helpful. But there is something he can do that's very important. That's get vision on where I want to teleport to.
Okay, so the combo defensive Gate of Infinity along with the offense.
Yeah, if they're not going to guard their little sub-objective here, I'm just going to teleport behind it and be safe.
I'm not entirely
one-
sure that you are safe.
Oh, I'm safe. There is one thing that I'm not safe from, and that's the artillery, but there's not anything I can really do about that one. But
My
we can
wrath is
save Thule.
restored, brother.
Like, we've got rid of his vulnerability, we've got him back up off of, like, 6 health. In fact, I am just flush with willpower. We can just get him all the way back almost to full.
Gratitude.
I bring blessings.
And then they're gonna save you the AP of walking over to them.
It's very kind of them, really. Didn't even expect him to get in range of that, but also, hey, if you want to shoot boars with his 4 armor, you know, go for it. Well, we got 1 plague out of that, but
Less than nothing.
I don't know. It was the price to pay for saving Thule and getting him out of there and healing him up.
Foul heresy approaches.
Last of the reinforcements are in. Does mean that you don't have Gate of Infinity to jump on the final objective. And
That is true.
My body
But,
I still have
you know,
Quicksilver
plague.
yeah,
and Strength of Spirit for more crit damage and more likely to hit Ruthless Precision.
Praise the Emperor.
I can sit on the Plague. If it was somebody else, I might consider purifying it right away, but Ilgon's already gone down to like half health. So his wound recovery timer post-mission has already been set in that regard, so preventing him from dipping down to half again doesn't really matter.
Yes, Commander. Death to the enemy.
but you never reloaded.
Look, I'll figure that out eventually.
Well, you figured it out right now. Honestly, it didn't actually matter. Unless you got it. Oh. Okay, you have to figure it out.
Maybe I don't want to spend the Interceptor's AP reloading when I can just shoot this guy constantly with a Purgator.
I mean, I suppose it's fair. You did teleport the Interceptor over there. I assumed that you wanted to melee with him.
Right. Oh, okay, maybe I did. I don't
Sanctified my
know.
powers.
Maybe you were right, and I just forgot, and I was trying to sell it like I remembered what I was doing.
Praise the Emperor.
So if I'm going to take this shot, though, Ilgon does less damage. I might as well save the Purgator ammo for the
I am
Surgeon,
the Emperor's
because it also
fury.
armor shreds. Even though I might have
Ready to
overlooked support
serve.
fire, it was, 4-on-2. I didn't need to be perfect with this turn.
Unleash me.
And I'm going to remember the artillery and try to leave Thule and Boars next to each other.
Your orders?
Got pinned again. I don't think I paid any attention to that while I was playing.
It has not mattered yet. As I think we talked about it, if you're in melee with something,
Commander. Now
it's probably
concentrate
going
your
to die.
efforts on the central hive.
Another foes to the Knights of Titan!
Or you're banking on it, like attacking and trying to move off, or just trying to move off and eating an attack of opportunity.
well, like if it's pinned, attacking you and moving off is all it's not gonna do
Yeah.
that and then also shoot. So I could definitely see some value there, but you don't have parry.
Correct. But also, he doesn't have disable on his attack like the Plague Marine Knife.
Figure out how to feed a kill to boars, I presume.
No, I think I'm trying to figure out how to start moving towards the goal and leave him positioned in the right way to draw the artillery. You can see the cursor is suggesting where I want the artillery to strike.
Stand.
Just a bit.
Yeah.
You cannot harm me!
I am here to serve. Boss.
You need to get a kill on Boars, don't I? Don't have enough willpower to do anything but Force Strike.
Yes, sir. What is your will?
Fool!
For the Emperor!
Honestly, I probably...
Glory to Xiphos!
If I had an option, I think it would be good to have an option to turn off support fire, not necessarily auto-use it, because I could have just walked over there and stabbed him and saved myself the reload.
I mean, just set it that.
Yeah.
You don't leave all of your skills on auto use. That's how you accidentally murder something with a troll that you really don't want using the piling on.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna... Like, I remember at the time I had a Chaos Warrior pile on who recovered a fumble and then blitzed somebody to, to move downfield. And when your ball carrier piles on somebody, they fumble the ball and your turn ends.
Immediately, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Oh, man, I remember some fun Blood Bowl times. My Chaos team on Blood Bowl 1 had a Chaos Warrior that rolled plus strength for his first 2 skills. You know what you do when you're faced with a 6 strength Chaos Warrior? For most of my opponents, the answer was panic.
I mean, yeah, it's just a big guy. It's a very expensive guy, too.
With no negative traits and the ability to get block.
Sure. But it feels really awful to say this. I know
Second point's a
we've gone
waste.
completely... Yeah.
I am with you.
The
you
second
might.
one, you would have been better to take the double. Grip draw or something.
A favorable position.
Or dodge.
Dodge, yeah. 'Cause Claw would be a single.
I couldn't remember if mutations were doubles rolls. No, not on cast. On escape, but double.
Yeah. he became my my ball runner on touchbacks, just because he used to get a lot of SP for the blocks and the skills.
Oh yeah. I mean,
you ever
honestly,
see a 6-strength ball carrier in a cage? People don't know what to do unless they've got like a strip ball war dancer.
I mean, 12's better.
Yeah, maybe. Remember how we talked about like the verticality of this map earlier? This middle raised section has allowed us to get very close to the hive and the patrol guarding it without activating them. We've activated this other patrol, but it's what? A plague spewer, a surgeon, and a melee demon. It's not much, and if I just stay out of sight of the hive, this is real easy to handle. Alternatively, we are about 10, 12 tiles away from the hive.
I mean, there is the option of just blitzing it, I guess.
Yeah.
Elgon. For Titan!
I have an idea for my next LP. It's just going to be, welcome to a Jade Star LP, everything is Blood Bowl. And it's just a review of every game I've ever played and enjoyed, but, you know, talking about it in Blood Bowl terms.
Right.
The Spewer and the Surgeon are probably too far away to really care about.
Here.
But I do need one thing.
Yes, sir.
Line of sight.
Through plague, we shall endure. Taking cover.
So another Surgeon, another melee, and a pile of Nurglings, and I'm not particularly threatening Hive Guard here.
Praise the Emperor.
And the benefits of being so close, Duel is actually only one move away and can get 2 shots.
Like, you got 7 AP left.
Oh, I
With
got this.
Quicksilver, with that.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
Ready to serve. We bring death.
I actually thought it was quite funny that Uniform still support fire. A lot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's both his support fires.
It's like I need a UI element to remind me about those things. Really do.
I mean, I
also-
figured it wasn't going to change your action one way or the other.
Oh, no.
But I was waiting for the mouse shake. Where you had forgotten, but no. Apparently you did it.
Another slight inefficiency of me. Not that it matters, because killing this thing is easy. Oh, do I not have a Prognosticar? I don't have Strength of Spirit. Okay, never mind. I should have used Strength of Spirit if I could have here. It's because it's the last turn to get that extra crit chance, get those extra Ruthless Precisions or whatever.
Now you're just rubbing it in.
Yeah, well, you know, these things are worth experience. Yes, I Quicksilver just to kill a pile of Nurglings for extra XP, okay?
No, I was actually thinking, isn't Born fully leveled?
Storm. Storm is.
Storm.
Yeah, the other Interceptor. We got him last time.
Nurgle gets points for originality, but you have bested him again. Good work, Commander.
Mercy in death.
I feel like that went a lot better. There was a little bit of trouble with Thule getting wounded because I made an aggressive play and the knockback didn't work at all like how I had expected. But, hey, remember my glorious deed of not healing?
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, that wasn't the glorious deed at all. It was destroy 3 hive germs in a single turn.
Excuse me. This has literally never once worked correctly.
So far it hasn't, no. I don't know what to make of it.
Give
I
him
also
credit for a glorious chaplain. Great.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Despite a good side bolt, slightly
It's the
better range.
Overwatch bolter.
That's
It has full range Overwatch rather than like about 75%, and it does extra damage on Overwatch. So it's the Overwatch Storm Bolter.
sure. Okay.
That's a good librarian armor. If we had librarians,
Immunity to drain, bonus willpower. I mean, it's okay.
yeah. I think it also still had like what +2 positive armor. So it's still it's 3. Yeah, it's still a 3 armored set. This is still good for librarians, apothecaries.
I mean, it's certainly better than the basic Terminator armor in every respect.
Oh yeah. All that extra XP for Devorn. Alright. Oh, I've got to figure out what I'm doing with Thua, because I've got 4 picks left. I definitely need that mental focus. But, you know, with what he's got, what if my grenades had +1 area? That'll get me to 8, and then next level I've got to go get mental focus. It feels bad getting mental focus as my absolute last skill pick.
Yeah, but honestly, there are so many other things that would be nice
More
to have.
reliable, and you know, it usually takes a while to get things like the greaves or your crit up, or you know, a sanctum shard for chance for your autos. So you know, Oh, here's the tough choice for Devorn. Do I get like teleport strike and then teleport boost for AP, or do I just go all the way to pockets? Going to pockets though is a 4 AP investment, which is more or less only for pockets. I'll pick up the willpower on the way, which is more willpower than he really needs, so he'd be at 8. The 2 points for his Aegis shield, kind of a waste. You don't really Aegis on, or I don't really rarely Aegis on my interceptors. So as much as I really want those pockets, and I do, I'm gonna go for teleport boost. I mean, we'll maybe try to pick up pockets on a set of armor or something. And then here's Elgon, our Psi apothecary, and we're gonna pick up the other abilities because I'm experimenting here. Once he has the heals and the skull pockets, you can really do whatever you want. Cursor feels a little dirty picking these skills, but there we go, we got him.
I mean, there are, like, versus melee enemies, spending willpower to immobilize them just buys you a turn.
Yeah, that's true.
Centaur.
So here is our chaplain. Check his abilities. Gross. He's gone into, like, enrage and this. He's gone into the right-hand tree that doesn't even branch anywhere. I take 2 requisition to retrain him.
And 30 days, you won't be able to use them right away.
Yeah, not great. So, I'm calculating my plan here for the chaplain, and I realize that I need about 19 skill points for my exactly I would be happy build, which is unfortunately 1 skill point too many. So I'm going to end up a little bit short for what I want to do with him, unless I pick up another skill point through some sort of event or commune with the fallen. So I do not have the room to deal with 4 skill points being spent out of position on the right-hand side. The only good news is that some sort of clerical error with the Glorious Deed has given me 3 extra requisition that I don't deserve.
So you can spend some on re-rolling his skills if you felt like it.
Yes, and I do. I don't bother doing it on screen because I was thinking about it for a long time. But yes, between videos, I will have kicked the chaplain into retraining, so he won't be available for like 30 days. Well, that is it for this time. We had a good time at the water treatment plant. The splitting up plan worked out pretty well, and I'm happy with that mission. So thank you all for joining me, and we'll see you next time.